Okay. Welcome to a cool video. Where I'll be putting the MapleStory characters into a tier list based on how good of a roommate I think they would be. Yeah. I definitely stole this idea, so but I don't care. I don't care. Um yeah. Okay. Let me turn down the music a little bit. It's kind of loud for me at least. Actually, no, it's probably fine. I don't know. I can just turn on my own volume, huh? Wow. Okay. Anyway, I'll start. First up, we have her. Is this like? Who is this again? Hold on. I have to look her up because I actually don't remember. Is it this character? No. This is Tana. This is Tana from the freaking Arcane River questline. I don't know anything about her. The most development she gets is in Morass, right? That story. And she's just kind of a like she's like chained up. Like I mean, yeah, I don't know. It's honestly really hard. She seems kind of like she seems pretty independent, you know? Like she doesn't like to rely on others. She seems pretty um selfless in a way. Um as a roommate, I mean, I think she'd be clean, she'd be respectable. I think this is a good B tier. Like solid. I just don't know enough about her to like definitely say, but she seems like a decent person who should respect like your boundaries, things like that. I just don't know much about her, unfortunately. And next we have, is this the Onyx dragon? Well, this is a dragon. Those don't make very good roommates. I don't know who this is. He's probably from like the Adele store, but I don't know who that is. Alicia. Alicia is definitely like an F tier roommate. Like, and I love Alicia. I love her a lot. She's like one of my favorite characters in the game. You know, Tower of Oz, Root Abyss. Those are like some of my favorite parts of the game she's involved with, and like she's like the transcendent of life. I think I don't know what that means. She's like a tree. I don't know, but she's cool. Like she seems nice enough, right? But I just know she would like make you do everything. Like she would have zero maintenance on anything. Next we have Alpha. Alpha I feel like kind of falls in that same boat. This guy will do nothing in the house. He's horrible roommate. Maybe a little bit better than Alicia because he's kind of fun. Like you go over a night out with him and you probably have a good time. I'll put him in D tier. Iran. Iran's kind of pushy, you know. I think. I don't know. I skipped her story. Like she's like frozen in ice for like a trillion, billion, quadrillion years, right? And you know she's like, she's a bit like, what's the word? Confident, a little cocky, you know. Like she might boss you around. I feel like, and in general, I also just hate this class, you know, and that has nothing to do with like how good of a roommate she'll be, but I feel like she'll be, I don't know, she'll be tolerable, I would say, just merely tolerable. Like you get her, this is probably like an average. I'm like, okay, fine, you know. We have her. I forgot her name, but she's like Cygnus, but not Cygnus, right? I honestly don't know anything about her. She's like a princess, so she'll probably want everything done for her. So F tier. Arc. This guy's, you know, this guy's a horrible person, actually, you know. He like backstabs everybody. he's probably smells, you know, probably never showers, and he's just like he's like he's like a control freak, you know what I mean? This guy just wants to be in power. And so like horrible roommate to have. I think we can agree with that. We have Ark. Ark would probably be a decent roommate, not gonna lie. He seems respectable, like he was like a soldier for like the Spectre army or something like that. But like he starts questioning his morals. So he has like some decent, like, you know, he seems like a respectable fellow, you know, and I despise this class. It's so edgy. And I think from time to time he would probably vent to you about like his trauma and like things like that. But you know, that's what friends are for, right? But he seems like a good person all around. As a roommate, I think he would be great. He would respect your boundaries. He probably wouldn't talk to you much, to be honest. And if he does, it's probably for like necessary things, or like he's like inviting you out for dinner or something. I'm gonna put him in A tier. Is this Athena Pierce? Athena's okay. She's not my favorite character in the game. I think because she's a job instructor, she comes a lot across as like a little bossy. Plus, like, I don't know, her role in the story has always been so like weird to me. Like, she never seems like as important as the story seems to like emphasize that she is. Like, she's just good with the bow. That's it. Like, okay, but she seems respectable, and she's like a kind teacher, you know. She would probably be very clean. And she would probably, like, if you don't do like your end of the work, she'll probably like tell you. She'll probably tell you like, hey, do your job. I don't know. So, she's cool. I would say she's cool. Not my favorite character, but as a roommate, that'd be a godsend. Yeah. This is Ayame. I don't know enough about her. She's like, I actually don't know enough about her. I'll just put her there. Yeah. Here, I'll edit this slash. I don't know enough. You know, we don't like. I don't know anything about this character, right? We have Belle next. She's the Wild Hunter job instructor. She's like exactly like Athena Pierce, but like worse in every aspect. Like, she would actually be bossy. Like, yeah, this is not a good roommate, I don't think. Plus, she has a jaguar. Like, come on, we don't want pets in the house. I'm gonna put her at D. She's not great. I don't know who this is. This is Beryl. I don't know who he is. Beta. Now, Beta's quiet, you know. She'll probably never ever speak to you ever. I also get the feeling that she would not pay the rent either. I just get the feeling that she wouldn't pay the rent. And just before that, I don't know. Like, as a roommate, like Alpha, he would definitely pay the rent, but he'd be a horrible roommate, you know what I mean? But Beta would probably clean, maybe. I don't know enough about Zero, to be honest. Maybe I just had the completely wrong idea of her. Maybe they're like the same. I'll put them in the same tier. Yeah. Brighton? Now I know what you think. Oh, Brighton's like a street sleeper who would be great. I don't know, man. You know what they say, like, I don't know. I feel like he's a respectable person, but, you know, he works a busy job, you know, like, he's probably never gonna be home, and you're probably you're never gonna see him. It's kind of hard. I feel like the last thing he wants to do when he is home is clean, because he's been doing it all day, right? So he'll probably be a bit dirty as well. I'm gonna put him at C tier. Yeah. I think C tier is good for him. So next we have Cadena. I actually don't know what like Cadena's personality is like. I enjoyed this class, but she's like punk, right? Well, she looks like a punk, but I don't know. But if I recall correctly, she's like a good person, kind of. I don't know. This is a hunch, but I'm gonna go B tier with Cadena. I don't know who this is. We have Beast Tamer, instant F tier. She just has a bunch of animals. Checky. Checky might be our first S tier. You know, he's a mechanic. He knows his machines. He's a smart guy, right? So he gets paid well. We know that. And he's just like he's, yeah. Like, maybe the fact that he never takes off his costume is a bit weird, but it's like manageable. Like, he seems like a clean and organized person. Yeah, I think Checky is definitely an S tier. He's like very friendly too. Like, compared to the other resistance instructors, he's great. Like, here we have Claudine again. Claudine has a lot of sass, you know, and Claudine, like, oh man, this is one thing that, like in Black Heaven, right? She's always complaining about, like, why do Cygnus Knights get treated so much better than Resistance Member? Like, okay, I guess, but she's just like, I don't know. She blows things out of proportion. She's like, I don't know, it's a little dramatic for me, and I feel like I don't want that in my house. Not really my house, the apartment, I guess, the 2-room apartment. She's going to D tier. Cygnus. Cygnus is hard to rank because she's like, she's like portrayed as a super selfless character, super kind, super nice. You know, she's loaded because she's, you know, an empress. She has a whole empire. Do you ever think about that? She has an empire. What a freaking. Anyway. Yeah. Empress, I'm gonna say is A tier. She seems like she would. She's like, I don't know. Like, for the same reason Athena's up here, right? They're like, I think they have similar personalities. Now we have Damien. Damien probably stinks. He probably hasn't showered in like a long time. Same as Arcarium, I mean, not like Arc, but plus he's like evil, you know? Like, this guy, look at it, he's up to no good. And I actually don't know, I actually forgot how like the whole demon story goes, but I'd say he's middle of the road, you know? He's kind of, I'd say he's in the same boat as Iran. Like, he's average. Like, there's some good things, there's some bad things, right? I don't know who this is. Alright, now we have the demon. I'm gonna say this, the demon's gonna be way worse than Damien. Way worse. Like, he's like the family favorite. He's like a prodigy. So like, he's used to having like everything handed to him, and then he goes through like this horrible trauma in his life, and it's just like, he's gonna be a lot to deal with. I think he's not gonna be clean. He's just, yeah, you're probably never gonna see him either. Yeah, I'm gonna put him in F tier. We have Eckhart. I don't know enough about Eckhart, or any of the Cygnus instructors, that for that matter. He's kind of irrelevant. Like, who cares about this guy? I guess I'm gonna put him there. We have Alex. I think Alex would be an A tier. I think his normal job, outside of like resistance, he is a kindergarten teacher. So he knows how to, like, I think there's I think there's a lot of like that implies a lot of good qualities. Like, he would take care of the place. And he would probably be so tired every day coming home. He'll just go to sleep, you know? But like, I think he would be very respectable, and like, he'd probably have a lot of funny stories to tell about, like, you know, little kids, I guess. Next we have Escalade. This is Escalade, right? This is definitely Escalade. Well, first of all, he's a dragon, right? but he's not physical, right? Well, okay, let's be real. Okay, even if he was like a person, he's not gonna pay the rent, right? Like he just hangs out with AV for no reason, right? Like he's gonna be a package deal with Angelic Buster as well, and he's like he he's weird, you know. He's like very monka, very suspicious. Like this is like not someone you want to be a roommate with, let alone like invite to your home ever. Like you don't want to associate with this guy. So he's gonna go in F. This might be like the worst one by far out of like all the characters. Next we have Evan. Now, Evan's hard because he's a kid, you know, he's young, but he's also like a farm boy. So he knows how to like do work. He knows how to do busy. He has like important life values taught to him. He's probably Republican. But I think he'll be fine, you know. You probably have to like tell him from time to time, like, hey, don't do this, don't do that. 'Cause, you know, he doesn't know any better, but yeah, I think Evan would be a good roommate. Well, now that I'm thinking about it, he does have Mirror, and Mirror is a huge dragon. Alright. With Mirror, Evan's B tier. Without Mirror, probably D. I mean, with Mirror D tier, without Mirror B tier. I'm gonna leave him there. You know, because like he just keep Mirror somewhere else, right? Like in like the Dragon Forest, or like are they inseparable? I don't think they're inseparable. Like just leave if he leaves Mirror in the forest, yeah, perfect. If not, D tier. I'm just gonna leave it in D tier, but he has the potential to be great. I don't know who this is. Francis. Francis is basically just escalated in like a human form, a total weirdo. He's not gonna pay rent. He's not gonna clean. He's just like has his weird puppet. This is F tier. We have is this Freud? Freud's like, you know, y'all know. I don't know anything about him. Like I don't know the lore at all. But Freud's in the same boat as Evan, I would say. Maybe a bit better, you know, because he's a bit more, like, grown up than Evan. But he also just has a huge dragon, so, like, what? So, yeah, for the same reason as Evan, you know. I don't know who this is. Grendel. Grendel's, like, good Arcarium, you know what I mean? They actually look really similar. But I think Grendel would be an S tier. I'm saying it. Like, first of all, he knows magic. That's like that helps immensely, does it not? I mean, a lot of these people know magic, but Grendel's like good. I actually don't know like what the power scaling is in the MapleStory universe. Like, isn't Zero like a literal god? But anyway, like he has a library, so he's like. He knows how to be quiet. He knows how to like maintain an area, especially an area that's like as vast as a library as well. Like he's gonna keep the apartment tidy. I think he would be a fantastic roommate. He's never gonna bother you about anything. Yeah, I think Grendel's an S tier. I don't know what this is. The Thunderbreaker guy. Hawkeye, is that his name? He's really energetic. You know, a little bit too energetic. And he's gonna, like, he'll probably be blasting, like, sea shanties, like, all day. He's going in D tier. He's definitely in the, like, the lower echelon of roommates, I would say. Now we have Hayato. I think Hayato stinks and would not clean, so I'm gonna say D tier. Now we have Hilla. Hilla in the lore, she's kind of manipulative, kind of psychopathic, you know, and a bit conceited, you know, like she wants to be young forever, something like that. That was like the whole Varys Hilla thing. So, you know, I get it. She has a lot of money though. It's hard to say. I think she would just be bad just for the sake that she'll probably like try to coerce you into doing something like you don't want to do, you know? This is like some Black Wings guy. Okay. Ho Young, F tier. Ho Young would leave a mess. He would like there was just someone that Ho Young's like alpha, but like way worse, I think. Like just a worse alpha. They even look the same, what the heck? But yeah, he'll probably like do pranks on you, like all I'm saying, I don't want this guy as my roommate. I don't know who that is. Ilium? I don't know anything about Ilium, I'm not gonna lie. Irene. Irina? Irina or Irene? I think it's Irina. Maybe it is Irene. I don't remember. I think she'd be a good roommate. She's nice and like she'll be clean. She'll pay the rent. That's all you can really ask for, you know? Actually, the Cygnus job instructor, I feel like they don't have a lot of personality. Maybe they do. I just don't know. J, F tier. D tier. F tier. D tier. Okay, so J would be clean, definitely. But he would not pay the rent, you know? And also, he's like, he stays inside all day, so he's like always gonna be in the house, you know? He's just, he'll probably like silently judge you as well, because he's like, he's gonna be too afraid to like confront you about anything at all. I don't think Jay would be a good roommate at all. Yeah. Next we have Jet. Just like a space explorer, like a little space cowboy. Jet, I think, will be a bit like rowdy, you know. I don't think Jet would be like unclean, but I'm not gonna say like Jet's gonna be clean either. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like very, very middle of the road, like quite. And like I think Jet would also be a pretty eccentric character as well, but she's also a bounty hunter, so they get paid, right? Jet gets paid. I'm gonna say Jet's gonna be in B tier. Like it's very tolerable and like in a good way. In a good way. Next we have Kaiser. I'm gonna put Kaiser in A tier. Kaiser is just like a good kid, you know. Kaiser is a good kid, and well, he is young, so maybe he's in the same boat as Evan. I'll put him B tier. Yeah. That's good for Kaiser. You know, the whole sword thing, you know, is maybe you might think it a little weird, but it's fine. Like, I think he would be a nice person who would definitely respect your boundaries. He'll definitely be clean. I think Kaiser has a lot of potential to be a good roommate. Kayleen. I don't know enough about her, but she's a bad guy. And I know she runs like some sort of like business. So I mean, she probably has a lot of money. Honestly, Kaylee's probably the landlord of like the place you're renting. And for that reason, she's gonna go in F tier. Now we have Kana. I actually don't know what Kana's like in the lore. I'm gonna put her here. Kinesis F tier. Kinesis is just J, but like just way worse. Like way worse. Plus he would like try and show off to you as well. Like no. I don't know who this is. Kyron? I think Kyron would be an A tier. You know? She's like a pirate queen, I guess, but like actually I don't know anything about her, I'm not gonna lie. I just get the hunch based off like the few interactions that you have with her in the game that she's an A tier, you know? How many characters do we have left? Oh my god. I don't know who this is. These are like the Iran people. Is this Maha? No, this is Maha, isn't it? I actually don't know. Lilin? Lilin is S tier, I think. Definitely. Some of these characters are like just like have so little development that's hard to say anything, but Lilin, you know, she's like Nineheart's sister, right, in the lore. And just like in Rian, right? I don't know. She seems like she would be clean. She seems like everything you want. Like, for the same reason that Checky's here, she's like she's gonna cause zero problems for you, which is great. Next up we have Lotus. Lotus, I think is kind of like Jay, but better. I'd say they have similar personalities. You know, he doesn't want to be bothered, but actually he'll be B tier. He doesn't want to be bothered, but like he'll do a good job of like living. You know what I mean? Yeah. Lucid. As much as I like Lucid, I think Lucid be an F tier because she's constantly gonna throw a party in the apartment, right? Like that's her thing. And as cool as that is, you don't want her. She's gonna be loud. She's gonna be like give me nightmares and things like that. Next you have Luminous. Luminous, I think we'll go in D tier, maybe C tier. Luminous kind of reminds me of Freud in a way. I actually don't know anything about him either, but like, that's the whole lightness, darkness shtick. And I think when he's in, like, I actually have no idea what I'm trying to say. Here, C tier. Magnus. Magnus will be A tier, honestly. Like, sure, he's power hungry, but like, I guess I said the same thing for Arcarium. But I think like, in a living situation, he would understand like the context, right? Arcarium wouldn't. Magnus would. He'd be like, okay, yeah, I'm just trying to live a normal life. I'll pay my rent. I'll maintain the place. Yada yada yada. Yeah. Now we have Maha. I don't know anything about Maha, but I already know Maha's an F tier. I don't know who this is. Mercedes. Ah, Mercedes is hard. Who's this guy? Okay, sorry. Mercedes is pretty hard, I think. I think she falls in the same category as Cygnus. I feel like they have similar personalities, right? Although Mercedes has a bit of sass to her. And you know, it's not a bad thing, but it could be a little annoying from time to time. But I think she's fine. I don't think she'll cause any problems, you know. I don't think she's a person who wants to be bothered, and I don't think she'll bother you either. So I'm gonna put her in S tier, maybe A tier. A tier, yeah. I don't know who this is. Mihail. As much as I hate to say this, he's probably in S tier. Like, he's like the definitive knight in maplestory, right? He's like he's like all suave and romantic and things like that. Chivalry, you know what I mean? Like, he'll keep the place like pristine. He'll be like orderly. He probably is like not gonna like boss you around, but he might judge you from the side. But I don't think that's a bad thing, you know. Like, he might tell you like, hey, don't do this, don't do that, you know. But like, he'll do everything you expect him to, which I think is fine. Don't know who you are. This is a dragon. Moonbeam's a child. I'm not trying to take care of a child. Nineheart would be an awful roommate to live with. He would like give you so many like backhanded comments, and like, I doubt he would even like be clean himself, you know what I mean? He's going in F tier, I'm sorry. This is the cat. the girl that is a cat, or the cat that is a girl. Um, she's like part of the Magician Society, right? For kinesis. Uh, I think in cat form. I mean, like, she's a cat. She's not gonna pay rent. D tier. F tier, actually. Orchid. I love Orchid. She's like amazing, amazing character. I would never want her as a roommate. She's just gonna like be mean to you, and she's just like, she's not gonna clean. Like, she's basically the complete. She's like all the bad qualities of Lotus, except like Lotus would actually like do what he's supposed to do. Orchid wouldn't. Orchid wouldn't. Oz. Oz would be a D tier, I think. She'd be fun, but she would be maybe a little frustrating to live with. Phantom, A tier. You know, I think Phantom would be the type of guy to like pay the entire rent. Like, he would offer. He would shower you in like gifts. No, he wouldn't. I don't know, actually. Phantom's also in that thing. Like, he's probably your landlord. Like, he's rich. Why was he doing living in this apartment? I think based on personality, he's a D tier. But because he has a lot of money, he'll go in B tier. I don't know who this is. Pink Bean. I'm not trying to live with this thing. Like, this thing is a notorious prankster. He's loud. He's annoying. Yeah, we don't want him. Is this Princess No? You know, I'm gonna be real. Princess No actually does not seem that bad. You know, I actually don't know what she's like in the lore. Like, the whole Sengoku lore is like, it's all a blur to me. But Ranmaru, F tier. Absolute F tier. Who is this? Who is this? What are these? Shade. I actually think Shade would be an S tier. Like, you will never see this guy ever. But like, he'll do absolutely everything that's expected. Like, he'll always be clean. He always pays rent. I think he would be a great roommate to have. Like, if you don't like to be bothered, this is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. Might be one of the best ones. Shinsu? No. Who is this? Oh, is this like the master, the one that teaches Hoyoung and stuff? I don't know. Is this Tana again? Actually, where did I place the original? I placed it like B tier. This is the same character, kind of. I don't know the difference. This is like an evil monster, so F tier. Alright, we made it. A, B. This is me, my character. A, B is D tier. I don't know how to explain this, but like, first of all, she'll probably talk to Escalade all the time, which will be kind of annoying, right? She's a bit clumsy as well, like Tier, the actual character. Like, she wants to be, I don't know, she tries, but like, she fails, you know what I mean? She's that type of character. This is Velderoth, I think. Velderoth is a snake in the lore, and I think he'd be a snake in real life too. Like, I don't think you can rely on him for anything. So F tier. I don't know what that is. Von Leon. I think Von Leon would be a B tier. Like, I forget the whole lore of like Lionheart Castle, but I'm pretty sure he is like a good person. Like, actually, he's just been like corrupted by the Black Mage, right? But like, he seems like a person who likes this place to be like well maintained, and you know, he's a whole king, right, or something. Like, he has a castle. Who is this guy? Honestly. But B tier, B tier. I don't know who this is. Will? I think Will would be very snarky. Like he would make fun of you. But also, I don't think he would make your life miserable enough to that like extent where you like want to die. So I'm gonna put him in C tier. Xenon, he's a robot, you know. Actually, what is Xenon? Xenon's kind of hard. I'm gonna put Xenon in D tier. I feel like I wouldn't want to live with like a robot. I mean, cause he doesn't have much. He doesn't. He has like no needs, right? So he just lives off whatever fuel he live batteries, you know. We have so much to go. I don't know half these characters actually. More than half. I don't know like any of these. Why is there two Kayleens? Hello? Hello? Anyway, sorry. I forget this girl's name. She's part of the Kinesis story. She's like the tsundere girl. Listen. Same thing as Orchid. Except this is even worse because this is like a high schooler. I'm gonna put her in F tier. I will put her in F tier. Who is this? Is this like Junior Boogie Junior? Junior Boogie? I think they'll be clean, and that's it. I think they would try and get out of like paying rent as much as possible. Or like just, I don't know, actually, this is hard. Or even just like grocery shopping. I feel like they wouldn't do much. I'm gonna put, is this Junior? I don't even know. We have Akechi. Akechi seems like a dependable person, not gonna lie. I think this is someone you can trust. He's like a soldier, like a samurai, so I think he'll be clean. And yeah, he gets paid. He's good. But I did put like normal Hayato in D tier, right? I don't know. It's like something different between these, so you get it, right? Like, you get it. You absolutely get it. You get it. We have the cat, the Beast Tamer cat. Well, it's a cat, so no. I don't know who this is. We have Blackbean, no. We have Goo, no. Well, actually, Goo? No. Cartalion. This is good. This is an A tier, I think. Like, he's like a commander, so like, he's probably rich, you know. He's probably very dependable. He's probably like a very like simple person, you know what I mean? Like, very practical. And I think as a roommate, he would be very helpful to have around in the house. I don't know who this is. This is Kadena's story, I think. I don't know, actually. I don't know who this is either. Or you. The hawk. Nope. This is like Ilium's robot. It's like a Roomba. This probably serves the same purpose as a Roomba. So, if this thing didn't have to pay rent or anything, S tier, because it's a Roomba. F tier otherwise. So I'll put it in the middle and call it C. This is part of the Kane story. I don't know you enough. Or you. Like, who? These people are, like, I don't know any of them. The bear? Nope. No, I don't know you. This is, like, a goddess. She's a little goddess. And she's, like, kind of annoying, right? She makes you, like, chase her and things like that. D tier. Haku. F tier, absolutely. I don't know who this is. Jin. Jin would probably be a D tier. He's a C tier. He's probably not clean, but I think D. D. I think he's practical like Cartalion up here, but like he's not rich, and like he'll probably like do some fishy stuff too, you know. And like you don't want this guy in your house, you know. Well, like not like in a bad way, you know what I mean? Anyway, I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. I don't know enough about you. I don't know you. This is a Jaguar. This is Bell's Jaguar. F tier. I don't know who you are. Like, who are these people? Is this also like an Ilium thing? I'm gonna put it up there with this thing because it's also gonna be like a Roomba. I don't know you. I forget your name, but I think he would be a slightly worse Cartalion. I think he would hold like the exact same principles as Cartalion, but he would be a little bit more like annoying towards you. Like he would be kind of like passive aggressive if you like do something you don't like, he doesn't like. Yeah, I don't know you. This is Rondo. I don't freaking know. Oh my gosh. Is this Starling? I love this character a lot. Design wise anyway. And like, is this Starling? I actually don't know. I can't tell. I think this is someone you can trust. Yeah, B tier. She'll be clean. She'll do her thing. She'll do her thing. She's fine. Wolfman, this guy's an S tier. This guy's an S tier. He's funny. He's part of that like that Magic Society for Kinesis story. Like he knows his stuff. He'll be clean. Like the only thing you have to deal with is that he's a wolf man. Like, you know, compared to actually these things, I feel like these are like literal animals. You know what I mean? Like he's a bit more than like just an animal. So he'll go in the S tier because like, yeah, the only like nuisance that this guy represents is like you have to explain why your roommate's like a wolf man. You know. And we have her. Who are you? I don't know who this is. This is Utah. Utah is like probably. I think Utah would be like an A tier, a B tier, a C tier, a C tier. I don't think he'll be clean, and he'll probably smell like the farm. So maybe D tier, but like he'll do work around the house, and you can depend on him. But like he might get on your nerves sometimes. I feel. This is. Aren't you from Beast Tamer story? I don't know you enough actually. Or you. I don't know who you are. Adele. I actually don't know Adele enough. I haven't played Adele. I'm sorry guys. I'm sorry. Owlcaster. I think this guy would fit snug in C tier, you know? Maybe a bit demanding. Maybe not. This guy knows his stuff. I would say he's similar to Grendel, but like he's just a significantly downgraded Grendel. You know what I mean? Like Grendel would know how to cook. Alcaster wouldn't. That's what I mean. I don't know you. You're like Baroque. Is that your name? You're kind of like Francis, but like a little less weird. But you're also pretty weird. So you'll go next to him, Francis. I don't know you enough. Or you, Camilla. She's just like Utah's bestie. I think she'll be. I feel like she would do. She'd be good. She would be good. She'll be like, I don't know. She seems like something you can like depend on. Actually, she'll go in the A tier. Honestly, I don't see why not. She's like nice. She'd probably invite you to dinner. She'll probably cook. Honestly, she'd do grocery shopping. She'd be clean. She'll pay the rent. Yeah, she's good. She's good. I don't know you. Dances with Balrog. You know, he's like a warrior. You know, he's all about like the principles of the warriors. I think he would be clean. He would have like kind of the same standards of living as like Cartalion and this guy. That said, I think he would be a good roommate. I'm gonna put him here. Yeah, I think they're the same character. They're very similar, I would say. I don't know you. I don't know you. What the? Was there like a MapleStory manga anime that I didn't know? Is this Fennel? Fennel would be pretty good, honestly. Fennel would be phenomenal to live with. For the same reason as Grendel, I think. I think they're the same character. Yep. I don't know you. Ephinia? Like a poison fairy. F tier, I think. You would have to do everything. You're basically taking care of her. I don't know you enough. I don't know you enough. I don't who Ho Young again. Who the Dark Lord. This guy definitely gets up to some fishy stuff. That said, he probably doesn't clean either, or cook, or like do much at all. I mean, not that you have to rely on a roommate to cook you food, right? But still, Dark Lord. I think just cause of like by association, you don't want him as a roommate. So I'm gonna put in D tier. Kaling again. This is the guy who summons Ping Ping. Why is he here? Who are you? Who are you? This is the guy from like the Rihanna Straight story. I don't know enough about him. You are the Fox Tree Valley guy. I think you would be an awful person to live with, personally. Melange? D tier. C tier, actually. I don't think he would get in the way. Actually, B tier, B tier, B tier. Who are you? Who are you? This is just a robot, so I'm gonna put him up there with. Actually, this guy would be good to live with. He's fun. He's very like he's a crafty individual. He would probably pay rent, honestly, and he would probably clean. Maybe not clean. He wouldn't be super clean, but he would be like a bit more organized than most. You know, more organized than like some of the other people we see on this list. Pathfinder. Pathfinder's just like an explorer, right? So you're not gonna see them much. They would probably be really messy, so I'm gonna put them in D tier. I don't know you, or you, or you, or you. What is this? I don't know you. Is that the black mate? What is that? Okay, I don't know you. You're like the boss lady for Dual Blade. Should keep it really clean. Actually, this is probably an A tier or a B tier. B tier because she'll probably. I don't know. I don't know if you guys ever done the Dual Blade questline. It's annoying. They make you do a lot of weird things. So I'll put in B tier. Actually, she's kind of like the Dark Lord. Like, you know, they're both like crime mafia leaders, but the Dark Lord would probably get caught. She wouldn't. That's the impression I get. And we have you again, and you, and you. I forget your name. Six Arms. Is that literally your name? I think she would be kind of like this guy, but I forgot your name. One Eye. I forget. Yeah. I think they would be similar, but she would be worse. I feel. Just a little bit worse. Like she wouldn't. She'd be less clean, a little less clean. I don't know enough faster. Are you the information dealer in Lith Harbor? I don't know. I don't know you. I don't know you. I don't know you. Okay. This is spectacular. Yeah, I think this is perfect. I would say this is perfect. So we have Checky, Nestier, Grendel, Lilin, Mihail, Shade, forgot your name, and Fennel. Yeah, I would love to have all of these people as roommates. In A tier we have Ark, Athena Pierce, Cygnus, Alex, Kyron, Magnus, Mercedes, Cartalion, Camille, Dance with the Bearlock. Yeah, those are good too, I think. I think this is the perfect list. Absolutely the perfect list. Yep. What a miserable experience.